take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. This that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them. In the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Play action, it's Newton. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Number 53, Mike 53. We got it. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
Cam goes out wide quickly. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
At the 13-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, give to Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
With a handoff to Aaron.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Green Bay. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Aaron Jones.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The 14-yard
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
To number 8.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Newton. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The kicker on.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Aaron Jones.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2nd and 9.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. After the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Two times. You got three down. Back 55. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
20.
Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
53, check 53. I'm not ready. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got?
Throwing again is Newton. He's going to go for a big play. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a Packer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Rodgers' pass, incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers' pass, incomplete in the end zone.
with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Rodgers. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Newton out wide, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds, that is.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Come on.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton throwing again. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take it the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that when they...
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point safely through, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
a big play there, 85 yards, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the
just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 35-yard line.
Second and 11. From the gun, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Rodgers pass.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Rodgers, flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Dillon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'd like to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he rifles one incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
At the 49.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
The 11-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.